there, boys and girls, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the Sir Alex Ferguson save, and today we bring you a game against Chelsea, first versus 6 in the league, and then we play the second leg in the Champions League quarter-final against Benfica. That one evenly poised at 1 apiece, and we're hoping to bring them back to St James's Park and score a few goals. Now, as you can see on screen, Watford, Tottenham have played earlier on in today's game week, and Tottenham have absolutely thrashed them 5-1. So they now go a point behind us in the league, but we do have 2 games in hand, and one of those games in hand is against Sunderland. So yeah, they could spoil our party if we don't beat them. But yeah, a point separating the two sides, but we do have those 2 games in hand. One of them up against Chelsea, and United don't play. United play Palace in today's game week as well, but it really is a 2-horse race between us at Tottenham. This will be the final season. If you are enjoying the series, hit that thumbs up button down below. Subscribe if you're new, and if you haven't already, tick the little bell icon so you're notified every time a video goes live. So we are picking up exactly where we left off. This will be the team to face Chelsea. We've got Christians in goal, Telia, Davies, Borcone and Belal, Teixeira, Cook and Larison in the middle of midfield, Marin on the left, Edimar on the right with Van der Hurst up top. We've got Arp, Mbolo, Keane, Maya, Marquez, Van Zanten and Zagadou all on the bench. Let's get into this one. First versus 6, we need 3 points. Van der Hurst free kick 5 minutes in, and makes Kepa make the save. Lewis Cook can't then turn round the rebound, falls to Teixeira, and I think that will be the end of the highlight. But good early pressure from this Newcastle side, nowhere near going over the line. Still 0-0. Corner in swinger. Can we find a black and white shirt? No, it only finds a blue shirt at Chelsea. Larison on the right hand side finds Edimar, shoots at the near post. 8th goal of his season. We go 1-0 up after 25 minutes. All the pressure coming from us going towards the Chelsea goal, and it's an in-swinging corner from Marin. Whips that ball in, and good defensive header out. Falls to Teixeira, who finds Larison on this right hand side. Quick ball into Edimar, shoots at that near post. 1-0 Newcastle. We start from the back with 10 minutes to go in this first half, and we get the ball into Larison, who's playing as that advanced playmaker. Is he going to find a ball over the top, trying to find Van der Hurst, but Gallardo does well, and now Alsop over the top, and Borcone does really well in just cutting that ball out, and we again come from the back, and Cook into Larison. Again, we try and go long, trying to find Van der Hurst, but he was coming off his man and trying to get that ball short. Madison, ex-Newcastle man, back at St James's Park. Vangerman goes for goal, and the shot straight at Christians. Needs to be a little bit better to beat our boy Wonder in goal. And the half-time whistle goes. Chelsea came back into that one in the second part of that first half, but we lead Chelsea 1-0 with Edimar's goal, which is good to have that little bit of confidence going into this second half. Going to keep it calm and say things are going well, but you are capable of even better. And just say, look, you weren't that bad. You can still improve. You've got what it takes. Go out there and say, just secure this 3 points, and we can go on and play Benfica. Telia down the line to Van der Hurst, and he turns his man, and then he runs at that Chelsea defence, but Larison tackled, and they go out to Kepa. Now Chiesa on the counter-attack, driving in that right-hand side channel into Victor Hugo, in on goal, and Christians comes good. Great save from our young keeper in goal, and keeps it at 1-0. Madison going to, I thought he was going to ding that ball in, but he goes short to Zaydas. Back to Madison, into Zaydas again. Pellegrini now into Zaydas. A little bit more pressure coming from Chelsea. Madison on this left-hand side, cuts inside, goes for goal, and it's a great save again from Christians. He's made 2 or 3 already in this game. Hour mark coming up, and Madison from a corner. Davis gets that ball clear, and now Cook just finishes off that clearance. Now we're going to make some changes. We're going to push Larison off over on that box-to-box, but we're going to bring him off. We're going to bring Maya on that box-to-box midfielder role, and we're going to bring Lewis Cook off and put Marquez in that deep. No, we're going to put Marquez in the advanced playmaker, but João Teixeira in that deep line playmaker role, and we're going to bring Van der Hurst off. I'm going to put Fetty up top. 3 changes made with 25 minutes to go. Hopefully, it changes our fortunes in this second half. Teixeira into Marquez, getting involved in the game straight away, but loose pass from Marquez lets Vinicius Jr. drive forward, but great defending again from Borcone, and we get the ball back out to Marquez. He had a little bit of pressure from a Chelsea man. Edimar on that right-hand side, through to Marin, in our goal, and we go 2-0 up from back to front really, really quickly. It's the 21st goal of the season for Antonio Marin, and he is well back in form after a couple of years out. Edimar down this right-hand side, he finds the ball through to Marin, all 6s and 7s of Chelsea's defence, and we go 2-0 up now. 10 minutes to play. Chelsea on the attack, and Berra trying to find the ball through to Zayda, so it's a great touch, but Davis does well to cover and get the ball out to Marin on this left-hand side. Again, he's driving forward with real purpose, out to Edimar on this right-hand side, and takes a shot, and Kepa this time keeps it out. 18 shots, 12 on target for this Newcastle side. Been in great form here against Chelsea. It's a poor corner. Marquez going to get that ball back out to Marin. Can we get a better ball in? Trying to play a little through ball there, but not to be. Coming into the final 5 minutes now. Edimar down this right-hand side. He's got men in the middle, and he just can't make that cross count, nor can Tellier, but it falls back to Teixeira. Marquez in that final third turns his man, goes to Belau at the left hand side, goes into the middle. Fetiar's there, and what a save by Kepa. Last final minutes of this game, and we nearly made it 3-0. Chiesa going up the other end into Nunez, goes for goal, and he does make it 2-1. His 5th goal of the season. I thought we were going to make it 3. Chelsea went up the other end with a devastating counter-attack. About 10 seconds left on the clock. Chiesa driving forward. He finds Nunez, and it's a great finish from a very, very acute angle. It's 2-1 now. And there we go, full time whistle goes. First part of this episode, well and truly done and dusted. 3 points made against Chelsea, 2-1. Relatively easy game for us. João Teixeira on a 6.4. Will he play against Benfica? Find out in a few seconds' time. Here we go then, second leg of this quarter-final against Benfica. 1-1 the draw. So, if they score, we will need to score a couple of goals to go through in 90 minutes. The back five, as it will have a very similar ring to it. Rakitic, Tellier, Pocone, Zagadou and Belau are the back line. The midfield three, Larison, Teixeira and Marquez. Edimar on the right, Marin on the left, and Van der Hurst up top. Bevis, Enrique, Leite, Cook, Keane, Embolo and Fetiar all on the bench if we need to call upon them. Let's submit this team and let's see if we can get through to a Champions League semi-final. 10 minutes in, and it's the first highlight. Van der Hurst whips that ball in, trying to find Marin at the back post, and Larison nearly got onto it. Marquez picks that ball up. Marin being tracked by 3 men, and high pressure here from Benfica. Lovely ball out to Tellier. Ball in again, but deflected, and Gomez gets the ball out. Belau turning onto his left foot, finds Marin down that line. Can he get a ball in? No, goes back to Belau, cuts inside. Van der Hurst, time and space, gets it and scores. Lovely movement from Arno van der Hurst. His 27th of the season. We go 2-1 up on aggregate. A great little assist from Matthias Belau as well. He cuts inside here, really direct run. He finds Van der Hurst, and this little bit of movement being closed down by 2 or 3 men. Keeper absolutely nowhere. 2-1 on aggregate, 1-0 on the night. Pocone with 20 minutes on the clock finds Larison short, and then we find Marquez. He goes wide on that right hand side. Edimar again tries to get that early cross in, but it doesn't get there, and then we press with both Teixeira and Larison, but they get the ball out to Diaby, closing in on that right on the defence, and it's a mix up between Pocone and Rakitic, and that away goal lead that we had has now been cancelled out. Casado with the goal, and it's a mix up between Rakitic and Pocone, 2 of the most experienced players in this side, and so lovely ball over the top, but yeah, Rakitic should be coming out and collecting that. I feel it's a mistake from him. It's 1 apiece. 2-2 on aggregate. That sees us close out the first half at 1 apiece. 2-2 on the 2-2 on aggregate. Bayern beating Arsenal in the other quarter final there. 2-0 on aggregate for the German side. Just going to keep it calm and just say we've been the better team here. Keep doing what you're doing and we will get the win. I'm just saying, I'm looking for all of the players to make the difference in this second half. I know they're capable. They just need to show it in this second half. Van der Hurst, owned to the back post. Bocone's there, trying to get the ball back into the middle, and we can't find anybody. Good switch out again to Pocone, driving forward, and it's a good tackle from the Benfica man. Zagadou getting the ball in. Pocone playing like a centre forward, trying to make up for his mistake from the first half, and he has. That's his first goal of the season, and what a time to score it. 5 minutes into the second leg of the second half of the Champions League quarter-final. Lovely ball in from Zagadou. It falls to Pocone, and he just slots the ball home. 2-1 on the night, 3-2 on aggregate. Van der Hurst on the edge, goes for goal, shoots high and wide. We've got 25 minutes on the clock left. Leite and Cook come on for Larriton and Marquez. They were both booked. Don't want any sending offs in this second leg. We're 3-2 up on aggregate. 15 minutes to play. Great tackle from Belal on that right back, Gomez. And now he drives forward, finds Van der Hurst and just holds up the play. Does really well there. Finds Cook and now switches the ball out to Edimar. Can he get the ball in? He can, but it's a little bit heavy for Marin, but he chases it. And a lovely ball in from Belal. First time whip. João Teixeira is there to score a third on the night. We're 4-2 up on aggregate. That should see us through to another Champions League semi-final. Marin, that's a little bit heavy, but he does great work in chasing that ball down. And Belal's first time whip finds Teixeira on the penalty spot. And that's a lovely, lovely team goal from this Newcastle side. And there we have it. Full time whistle goes. Our brief has been done for today's episode. Beat Chelsea, get 3 points in the league and go further forward ahead of Spurs, and then beat Benfica and reach a semi-final, another semi-final of a Champions League. And Belal really the player of the match. 8.4, his 2 assists, vital in that win. First one, really good driving inside and finding Van der Hurst, and the second one, fantastic whip into the middle where Teixeira was waiting and scoring that goal. But you will have to wait to see who we get in the semi-final draw. That will be in the next episode where we play West Ham and Sunderland. As I said, I'm going to bring you pretty much every game now from now until the end of the season, end of this final season of this Sir Alex Ferguson Saver. See if we can pick up this treble in our final year. West Ham and Sunderland to go. We have to go away to the London Stadium. Huge match there, first versus fifth. And as always, the Tyne-Wear derby is always a big game, and we have to go to the Stadium of Light and see if we can win our game in hand and keep at the top of the table. And also we'll throw in the Champions League semi-final draw as well. But that is it for today's episode. If you have enjoyed it, please do drop it a like. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and you don't want to miss out any more content. Remember, tick the little bell icon right down below. And until next time when we bring you West Ham and Sunderland, I'll see you soon.